She did a whole recording on this and it failed. Whew, there's a lot to unpack here. This is a big one. Okay, no doubt most of you know about what's going on with Sean Ryan right now and the thing that he's posted on his YouTube channel. It's wild. It's nothing short of insane. So basically, Sam Shoemate is an intelligence officer and chief warrant officer, US Army retired. On December 31st, Sam received an email allegedly from Matthew Liversberger, who would be named as the perpetrator in the detonation of the Tesla Cybertruck at Trump Tower the following day. So in this episode, they talk about the exchange and the manifesto that Matt Levelsberger has sent to Sam Shoemate, who is a contact point for whistleblowers and various other things, but has never dealt with the UAP issue at all, which is why this is so significant. We're 4 days into January and already this is crazy. Anyway, I'm going to read the manifesto because I'm going to cut this as quickly as I possibly can to get the information out, because I'm sure a lot of other people are covering this. So obviously it's come from protomail.com, which is an encrypted email service which a lot of people in the IC, the intelligence community, use, and special forces and various other people. Bearing in mind that this man was a Green Beret whose identity has been verified, and he is who he says he is. Okay, and this guy had TSSCI clearance with UAP and USAP access. That's unacknowledged special access programs. Let me read this. In case I do not make it to my decision point or on the Mexico border, I am sending this now. Please do not release this until 1st of Jan and keep my identity private until then. First off, I am not under duress or hostile influence or control. My first car was a 2006 Black Ford Mustang V6 for verification. I don't really understand that bit. What we have been seeing with the drones is the operational use of gravitic propulsion systems powered aircraft by most recently China in the East Coast, but throughout history, the US. Very important point here. That's mad. That's a mad allegation. Only we in China have this capability. Our OPSEN location for this activity is in the box below. He's used Google Maps and basically shown us where all these operations are taking place. China has been launching them from the Atlantic from submarines for years, but this activity recently has picked up. As of now, it is just a show of force, and they are using it similar to how they used the balloon for Signet and ISR, which are also part of the integrated comm system. There are dozens of those balloons in the air at any given time. The so what, I don't know what that means. The so what is because of the speed and stealth of these unmanned aircraft. They are the most dangerous threat to national security that has ever existed. They basically have an unlimited payload capacity and can park it over the White House if they wanted. It's checkmate. USG needs to give the history of this, how we are employing it and weaponizing it, how China is employing them, and what the way forward is. China is poised to attack anywhere in the East Coast. I've been followed for over a week now from likely Homeland or FBI, and they are looking to move on me and are unlikely going to let me cross into Mexico, but won't because they know I am armed and I have a massive VBID, which is a basically improvised explosive device within the vehicle. I've been trying to maintain a very visible profile and have kept my phone, and they are definitely digitally tracking me. I have knowledge of this program and also war crimes that were covered up during airstrike in Nimruz province, Afghanistan in 2019 by admin, DOD, DEA and CIA. I conducted targeting for these strikes of over 125 buildings. 65 were struck because of CIVCAS. That killed hundreds of civilians in a single day. US-4 continued strikes after spotting civilians on initial ISR. It was supposed to take 6 minutes and scrambled all aircraft in CENTCOM. The UN basically called these war crimes, but the administration made them disappear. I was part of that cover-up with US-4 and agent of the DEA, so I don't know if my abduction attempt is related to either. I worked with General Miller's IO staff on this, as well as the response to Bala Murghab, AOBS commander at the time, and then it's blacked out, can validate this. Also, agent something is blacked out as well from the DEA. You need to elevate this to the media so we avoid a world war, because this is a mutually assured destruction situation. For vetting my LinkedIn is Matt Berg or Matthew Livelsberger, and active duty 18 Zulu out of 110. My profile is public. I have an active TSSCI with UAP USAP access. Now, when Sean talked about USAP, he didn't know what it is. That's our area of understanding. That is an unacknowledged special access program. Okay, this is wild. So basically, what we're seeing in New Jersey is, according to him, are anti-gravitic drones flown by China. That's the allegation, and that they've successfully been using anti-gravity for a long time, and that's what we're witnessing right now. These allegations are huge, and this would destabilize the American government overnight. If any of this is true, he is who he says he is. That's been verified. Okay, this is doing the rounds on social media. No mainstream media has picked this up yet. Bear that in mind. I'm sure they've been warned not to talk about this, but this is definitely the biggest video of this year so far. This is huge. So effectively, anti-gravity is real. It's already been successfully reverse engineered from Crashcraft, and they're actively weaponizing it and using it in the US and China. Now, my only concern about this is how the hell did China catch up so fast? You know what I think it is? It's all of the technology they've been stealing from America for the past 25, 30 years. Because they're very good at doing that. They're very good at stealing things. And I think that they may have had access to privy information on legacy programs and things, and have copied that information and had their own programs running. This is a legitimate issue, and I was really hoping this wouldn't be the case. This is far more dangerous now, if this is true, than if it was actually NHI. The fact that this is actually China potentially doing this, asserting their dominance over the United States, that's also an act of war, by the way. That's a problem. And that is something that everyone needs to be concerned with. So we need to get to the bottom of this immediately. We need to get people on this, confirming if this is valid. I've already reached out to my sources to find out what's going on with this. This is huge. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It's also extremely dangerous as well. If they've figured out a way of using drones with anti-gravitic propulsion, we are in trouble. No doubt about it. But apparently the Americans have been doing this for years. So maybe a lot of the sightings that have been seen over the past 50, 60 years have been the US. Crazy stuff. Anyway, guys, you heard it for us from DK. Excuse me. Don't forget to check the link in my bio for my porridge. We've got 3 fantastic flavors: apple and cinnamon, vanilla, and of course our bestseller, maple syrup on Amazon Prime UK. Thanks, guys. This is crazy.